Potpourri. Bought this at Christmas with a hope to kind of do a Christmas themed bowl or vase. Never got round to using it. Saw it on the side, so I thought, let's bring this out and make something with this today. So today is going to be a Christmassy themed video.
Oh my God!
Hope you like Christmas. So the idea is we just chuck all of this into a bowl or a vase of some kind and we turn it. Fairly simple, he says. Let's give it a bash. Smells lovely. Okay, so we've mixed up our potpourri and resin, put it in this little bowl. I didn't want to make the bowl too big because otherwise, well, I need tons and tons and tons of resin anyway for that. But I think this is around about the right size anyway. Never made a potpourri bowl before, so there's always a first. So what we're going to do now is put this in the pressure pot, leave this overnight. What I am going to do is I'm going to bring the pressure pot out from in my shed, out of my shed, indoors, because it's too cold out there, and this resin does take sort of 24 hours to set, really 48 hours in the cold. So if I bring it indoors, and it will keep it warm and it will set a lot quicker. So it does need to be room temperature, really, kind of, and outside there it's going to be way too cold for it.
So poor little potpourri.
So let's put this in the resin. No, let's put this in the pressure pot. Little Christmassy potpourri bowl. Okay, so what I would like to do with this is kind of leave the live edge around the edge, but that's a little bit difficult because what I would normally do is I would put this on the sander, sand it down, which would then allow me to put the plate on it. But I can't do that if I'm going to keep a live edge, so I've got to try to just take out the middle section. So I can either mount it on the lathe and maybe just chop out a little bit here, but then that's kind of like concave, so I'm going to have to go quite deep on that, so I don't think that's an option. I think I'm going to need to try and get this middle out if I can. Oh, look at this. This looks wicked. Look at all these little bits and pieces in here that you can see. That is so cool. Potpourri bowl. Who would have thought, eh? I quite like that, actually. I think that looks really funky. Okay, so this is coming on, but you can see inside here they're getting quite a lot of what I would call kind of like a tear out. I don't really know what it's called, but it's like where the resin sort of shatters. And I've had this, you get this a few times. I'm not really too sure of the cause of it. Maybe some of you sort of resin experts out there might know. But you can get rid of it, although it is quite a pain because you think, what am I doing wrong? Because it just shatters and shatters and you don't get a smooth finish. But you can see here where I'm starting to get a smooth finish, and all you need to do is just take really, really fine, light cuts, really, really slowly, and eventually you'll get this. This is what you want, this finish here. Obviously you can't do much with that finish. So just take really fine cuts. You'll see as I go along I'll be able to get rid of that. But it is a bit of a pain. It doesn't always do it. It doesn't always do it. So I'm not too sure whether it's just because it's cold or whether the resin wasn't mixed properly, or I don't know, really. It just shatters. Look at it. Shatters into like little bits. And it just goes everywhere. So don't really know. But it's coming on. It's looking quite good. Kept the live edge there. I'm not sure about it yet, but I may well keep the live edge, I may not, I don't know. We'll see what happens when we finish out the inside. But let's carry on. Right, there we go. So I've managed to lift all of that damaged resin, or most of it anyway. There's a little bit left in there, but you'll probably sand the rest of that out. But you can see just by taking light cuts we've managed to get that out of there. This is looking really cool, actually. I love this. I think this is going to look really cool. I'm not too sure about this live edge though. I think I'm going to get rid of it. I'm just not sure if it's, I mean, it's this bits falling off it, and some of it's not even the proper live edge, just a bit sticking out. Yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna cut it off.
I reckon it's the best thing to do, don't you?
Now this is funky! Wow! Well, I'm pretty happy with that. That is definitely a funky looking bowl. Look at that in there. That is pretty neat, if I say so myself. I definitely love this a lot. So I hope you guys do. Let's finish this off, get it off the lathe, put my emblem on it, and we are done. come out really well. I'm really chuffed with that. I just like the kind of look of all the potpourri. Kind of just sort of almost looks like it's squashed in there, you know, and it's got this really cool kind of look. And the resin is awesome. You just, you know, it's really see-through. It looks really good. I mean, again, you know, with this resin, you could keep on sanding and sanding and sanding, but I didn't really have a lot of patience. You know, I did a bit of micro mesh on there. I think before that, I went down to about 240 grit. Then I put some Yorkshire grit on there, and then I actually went to the micro mesh. I thought I'd just try and clean it up a bit more. And then I finished it off with the Shallow Wax cream. But again, you know, that's come out pretty well, but you can go further if you want. You can get this coming up like glass, but you just have to have a lot of patience. Just keep doing the micro mesh and going right the way down to like 12,000, I think it goes down to. Is it 12,000? Yeah, 12,000. I'm definitely going to be making something else with this potpourri. This is really cool. As I say, I picked this up around Christmas time, and I love Christmas. And I thought to myself, I'll make something Christmassy, but never got round to it. I think I did, actually. I think I did a tinsel bowl. But I ended up kind of like leaving this bag of potpourri lying around, and then I just saw it, and I thought, you know what? Let's make Easter a bit Christmassy. But actually, I'm not too sure whether or not this video will go out around Easter. It might be the week after Easter, actually. But even so, it's a potpourri bowl. Come on. But I reckon I could probably make, you know, maybe a little pot with potpourri and maybe a vase. This is only a tiny bowl. I mean, you know, you can use it for anything. You could probably put potpourri in it. Mmm, smells beautiful. So, you could put your potpourri in your potpourri bowl. Thanks for joining me on the channel today. Really appreciate everyone coming over. I'll obviously get stills up at the end so you can see the pictures of this bowl. I'll probably be bringing this bowl to Makers Central with me. And if you haven't heard of Makers Central, it's a teeny weeny show that we're putting on at the NEC in Birmingham in probably about 3 weeks now. So it's getting pretty close. We're all getting pretty excited. There's so many people coming, so come and join us and come and see the potpourri bowl. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Thanks to all my new subscribers that have come over, and as always, thanks to all my old ones. Take care.